Whole lamb barbecue. So how do you spit roast this 40-pound lamb? Hey there, it's Bill West with BBQTricks.com. And this is a great holiday barbecue feast. Some of the most popular videos that we have here are whole animal roasts. We got a whole cow, a whole hog. But with lamb, typically it's been smaller Easter stuff with small chops or a rack of lamb. So thanks to my friends Pete Stamatis and Nick Hatzis, they walk us through this whole prep process. Take a look at this. It was for a big Greek Orthodox Easter celebration, family feast.
Now, what's the main spice on this? Barbecue sauce?
Main spice? Main spice is oregano.
It's not barbecue sauce, is it?
Not barbecue sauce. No, this is not unlike the traditional American style barbecues that we do here in the United States. The Greek style barbecue is the key component is oregano, olive oil, lemon, and occasionally mint. Make up the key components to the dressing or the marinade, as you'd say.
We're in the kitchen of the Koskinas family. They're going to help us get the lamb on the stick. Dino?
Yes.
Tell us what you're doing here, buddy.
The first thing is we're going to stick the pole through the back end.
Yeah. The poor lamb never thought life was going to be this way.
And we got to line these two up with the legs, but before we do that, we're going to have to stick it through the throat here. There's a little slot. If you stick your finger, anybody can do it. You'll see it. And what we want to do is try and go through the head with this, so we crack it.
So that one there looks like it's the top of the head's been pre-cracked, right, Dino?
Pre-cracked, or when they butchered it, maybe they just sometimes they hit the end of it. It's a sharp knife.
Watch your fingers, man.
That's a Ginsu right there, fella.
Oh,
Go.
now it's coming. Go ahead, Stan.
Do it, Stan.
Okay. Okay, now
You get Hadzin in the mix.
now we're gonna flip her over, try and even her out so we can get the back legs.
Right in the meat there, right?
Okay.
Right in the legs.
Approximately how much are you gonna pay for this lamb? You got to figure out where to get it first. A butcher can help you. There's a bunch of places online. Online, probably kind of expensive. A 50-pound lamb, they said, would run about $275 plus about a $75 processing fee. So $350 for a lamb like this. You're going to need a spit to cook on. Spit Jack is the king of these things. I'll put a link to their model CX855, which can handle up to a 55-pound lamb or even a hog. It's a nice one. And otherwise, you can rent a spit from some rental companies. But a hog would take a lot longer because you're cooking the hog to a hotter internal temperature so you can pull it apart. But with this, expect about a 4 to 5 hour cooking time. It all depends on the wind, the weather, and this spit here that we're using has a closed-in back, so it'll cook a little bit hotter than one that is totally open, maybe like this one here.
Okay, so now the bracket is in, and now you need the screws. There should also be a bracket piece, right?
Mm-hmm. Where's that bracket? Screw that one. Get on the. Okay, we're good. We want to make sure this hook is here is lining up with the pole.
This is bracket number 2.
Bracket number 2.
It's a little bit trickier in the.
Okay. Okay. How's the other one?
It's coming.
Okay.
I let happen.
Yeah, we're gonna stick our hands.
This Nike's from Colorado, grass-fed.
Those are the best, they say.
The best.
Certified organic.
How big is it?
It's a 40-pounder.
That's a big one.
It's a big one, but it's a baby. You know how you can tell a lamb's a baby? Not by the size. You could have a lamb that's this small and be only 30 pounds, but by the teeth.
Oh,
The teeth are baby. And I bought a lamb one time. It was 80 pounds.
It was baby.
It was a baby. You can
Really?
tell by the teeth.
baby Hugh.
But one time, a long time ago, my cousin in Greece, he has
Hey, seriously, it's gonna
He has
stick
1,500 goats
What do you
and
do
300 lambs in Greece.
Oh, you just
And he
keep
killed a
tightening
little
it.
lamb, a small one. It was only 32 pounds. And I says, pues tócate la Vegas. He goes, in a provatina. It's old. He goes, look at the teeth, and the teeth were huge.
So the small teeth means
The small teeth, it's small because the larger the teeth, that means it grows by the years.
All right, so small teeth.
Small teeth means baby lamb.
Underneath.
Yeah.
One thing to watch out for is when you secure the lamb on the spit, you're going to want to get it really secure so there is no wobble at all. You can use the twine or some rope, but make sure you're using cotton twine or cotton rope, not the plastic stuff that could melt. And then when you mount it up there, start with the lamb on the highest setting and lower it occasionally through the cook until the last 30 minutes, where you lower it all the way to the bottom to crisp the skin up
It's
nicely.
not going
It's not going nowhere.
That's the important thing.
So this is the spit where the lamb is going to be made. We got the coals going. The coals are going a little slower than we like. So this is an ancient Greek technique to get your coals going. Go ahead.
It's called the pistolaki. The pistolaki effect.
What kind of coals we have? Let's get the coals here. This is the Royal Oak Allwood hard coal charcoal.
We've got the basic dressing or the basic dry rub for the lamb that we use to coat the inside of the animal before we put it on the spit, which consists of your basic ingredients, basic spices, salt, pepper, garlic powder, oregano, dried mint, and we tend to like a little bit of lemon zest and orange zest in our dry rub. And what we'll do is we'll utilize half of this on the animal, dried, and then we'll save half of this for the olive oil dressing that we'll use to baste the animal. What you want to do is you want to hand mix this.
This is another Nick. Everybody working on the lamb is named Nick.
Gotta get this puppy ready and tied up.
Do this. Ella.
What are you doing there, guys?
We are dressing the animal. We are putting the dry spice rubs in there,
Along with what?
along with a stick of Land O'Lakes made in Chicago butter.
Okay, so the spices have gone in. They're inside the animal. There it is. And now we're closing it up using the. Nick here is actually a doctor. Nick, what is the suture technique we're using?
This is called the single-handed malakia technique.
This single-handed technique. Okay, and we sew up the entire belly of the beast.
So after a few hours of basting, you check the meat, and you want it cooked to your liking. You probably shoot for internal temperature in the thickest part of the thigh, about 150 degrees Fahrenheit to 160 degrees Fahrenheit. The joints are going to be loosened dramatically, and you can feel it in there just by wiggling a leg. It's different, again, from a hog where you want to cook it up to 190 degrees. Once it's done, remove it off the spit, put it on a resting area for carving, and let it rest before you cut into it for at least 10 or 15 minutes. So yeah, if you like this whole lamb barbecue, you might want to check out the whole hog video we have, or the whole cow video elsewhere on this channel, and you want to get the recipe for the seasoning here that they used. I will put it on the website. That is www.barbecuetricks.com.